Hello and welcome to this edition of Big Scott 35 Let's Talk. So since the last one, uh, really not haven't really been doing much. Haven't I bought a few things off of eBay. I did, like I said, I found a little bit of retail. My target is going to one item. Anything over $20, you have to go to customer service. They had Prism basketball for your basketball guys, and I told you I picked up the Heritage Mojo or whatever they call their larger box. I did all right, not as great as usual. Got a comment from Haas. Can't believe I gave up the Prism basketball. It's just not my thing. I wouldn't even know what I was looking at if I open. I know no names. I don't know the players. Uh, at least with hockey, I'm interested in it. It makes me more interested to look up some of the players' names and stuff, and I have fun with that. Basketball would just be for pure, just selling it. I probably would have just went right to my card shop and sold it to him because he was selling blasters for and hanger boxes for $150. I was, I couldn't believe it. I guess the possibility of getting a $150 card at the market of basketball right now, I don't know, and I don't even want to try to understand it. But anyway, with that being said, and what I've been asked about, and I have been asked about by other people is, some things like SportLots. I guess a lot of people are very unfamiliar with it. I was asked why do I sell on there over eBay, and it's just price and volume. I can uh, just list. I have thousands of cards. I should have looked to see how much my inventory is, but I know I'm a few thousand cards on there, if not more. I have just a glance, probably 10 to 12 boxes of 3,500 count. They're not full, but of on there with plenty more, and it's just easy to list. And they're most of them are base cards. Most of them are commons. You have I list some rookies and things like that on there just to get eyeballs onto my account because it's combined shipping, so you can list what your shipping is. For me, it's like $1 for one card because you want to include all materials in your shipping, and then including printing ink. You got to remember everything that you're putting in there, and then it's different levels, and then they have a bin option for people. So this is good for like Canada and stuff. You can order a bunch of stuff from different people, get it shipped to a bin at SportLots, and then for one price, they ship it all to you, one flat rate. But I still control what my bin price is. I kind of set that so if Canadians have to kind of go through that because I got kind of burned on a couple. You just got to be very careful and kind of just always play with the numbers and see where you're at. I'm pretty got a good fix on where I'm at now. And the only problem is the more cards you kind of have to set the pricing for the weight for the largest amount of cards. So if it's like I forget, it's like 10 to 20 cards. So you got to think how much is going to weight difference is going to be and what you have to mail it in. When does that change? So if somebody orders something at the lower end, they're going to pay more than per card than somebody else. So, you know, when you're buying, you have to think of that. And when you're selling, you have to think of that. I hope that made sense. But for me, it's just the ease of it. I don't have anything really huge on there. I have a few $20, $25 cards, but I that's to get traffic there. Now I do have cards that I send that I do sell on eBay as well. And that's going to be cards like this, and I do consignment for that. I send them to JT. Triple Crown. He he takes care of all of that. So I do use eBay. I just feel eBay in the past for me. I between eBay and PayPal, I've had a lot of issues personally, and I know that's not for everybody. So that's why I don't gripe about it because I hear most people. But now, JT has something like 10,000 cards on his eBay store. So why not use his store? And he has 100 rating. He gets the best prices for those reasons, or better pricing, and more traffic to it. So, and he takes 10% after eBay takes theirs. So I just got paid out from him, and I did very well. I was happy with it, and it's very easy to do. Just mail it to him. He sends it to you through PayPal. And SportLots, they do, what I like about them is they set up like in-house bank for you, so you can they'll hold your money, and you could use that money in their store. And that's what I've been doing. I have not withdrawn. I've been working on the Topps flagship Mets series. I just last night, I got my payout yesterday, went in and purchased all the 71 Topps cards that I needed. And some of those were kind of pricey for the bigger names. A lot of them, the bigger ones, I already had because I'm also collecting 71 graded set because that was the year I was born. And I've kind of stopped with that for the moment. I have found places. It's not because of pricing, because those prices have not gone up, especially on just commons. I can find those. I have been for less than, around $10. But, they will go up. You got some in the higher end. There's a certain section in one of the sheets that when they went to cut them, they're historically wrong. And to find those, I like to find the sevens are better for the most of the cards that I can afford. There's issues with it, so that might be tough. But I haven't gone far into that. I think I got maybe 50 of the cards out of the set. Some of the bigger ones, though, not the biggies, but I got like the Hank Aaron and Thurman Munson. I got some of them that are a little bit pricier, but that being said, that's why I go SportLots, and they do pay it out. They'll pay it out through PayPal, but you do lose a little bit. SportLots does take a fee out. They take a percentage, so the more you sell, the lesser the percentage gets. So I've been doing pretty well. I sell probably around 200 cards a month from various prices. And I know there's some big boy sellers on there that do thousands of cards a month. That's just right for me with my work schedule and everything. I could try to ship out things about twice a week. If I work overtime, it's really hard on me. So I don't want to get too crazy with it. I haven't put any cards in for a while, but you want to steadily keep putting cards in to have a fresh inventory. I have plenty beside me to put in. I got plenty of boxes to put in. And I've had like JT reach out to me and say, the $1 to $5 cards do really well on his site, and that's an option for me too as well, other than just sending in graded. So I've been kind of pulling some of those out to make a box to send to him, worth his while to deal with, worth my while to send to him. And I think anything under $1, he takes 50%, and everything else is 10%. At that point, I'm just trying to get rid of cards. But I love ripping, and I love helping people out with theirs. I love to make sure cards are finding their homes. Made sure I got the Shane Bieber auto to Nina. She was really like Shane Bieber, Indians fan. So happy to do that. Try to make a really good price for her. I don't want to break the bank. And I'm sure most people don't want stuff for free. So with that being said, if you have any questions, SportLots, I'm on Instagram at BigScott35. I'm on, let's see, I do have Twitter at BigScott35, and and I'm on Facebook as well. I could put that link in. I want to make a Facebook group page for people in my group, for collectors, to help each other out. If it's just, I opened up this box and I know you collect this, I got some for you. Or, hey, I got this, I'll sell it to you, whatever. I don't want to make it an investors page. I don't want to make it, guys trying to sell, to make, but I wouldn't be opposed to some selling, but I really want to be collectors for collectors, helping each other out with their collections first. And then, if you want to drop YouTube things, if you want to drop, hey, my group, I got a group sub, whatever you want to put on. I want to keep it kind of open. I don't want to keep it restricted outside of the investing part. I want it be for collectors, helping collectors. And I hope I wasn't too confusing on the SportLots. If there's any more questions, or if you're confused, maybe I will do a thing where I will show you like the website. It has been brought to my attention that it's hard to navigate some, but once you figure it out, you get a couple of shortcuts that because once I order, like I bought this Johnny Bench from somebody, cut from this year's Heritage. Really happy with that. So it's not easy, but once you figure out how to get to the seller's site, you can go on there. And then, of course, I love my Gary Carters, and I picked this up. And I'll show these in the future and talk a little bit more about them. Just to make it worth my while to get a second card to help feel like you're getting something for the shipping. That's kind of what I do. And, that Johnny Bench for a new card wasn't cheap. Wasn't a dollar card. And, just things like that. I know once you learn your way around the site, because they're not making millions. I'm sure they're doing well for themselves, but it's more made for a spreadsheet, and it's not a 2021 site. It's it shows her age. But for what I'm looking for, it works well, and it keeps the cards in my collection for I have them here, and you can always pull them off the site. So with that being said, like I said, I babble, went around in circles, but I'll put out hopefully one video this week, and because I want to put out something make sure it has some teeth into it. So if I don't have enough content for 2 videos, I'll just make the one. And so until then, y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.